Welcome back, MTG Joe here. Today we are going to be trying out a Gruul Aggro deck in Dominaria Standard Best of 1. I was able to hit Mythic in combination of a couple of varied Standard decks, so we had about a 50% win rate, but then I switched to Mono Red and Historic with a couple copies of Rada added in Mono Red to my list, and I was able to get Mythic. So we'll be playing this in an event, just because pairing takes a bit of time at this early in the month. But this is a Gruul Aggro list, and we have a couple new cards I want to try out. So in the 1-drop slot, we have Kumano, which buffs our team, deals damage, and can put exile conditions on. Pack Leader is a 1-drop that gets bigger as we play bigger spells. We have Tail Swipe as a removal spell, in addition to Lightning Strikes. Then we have Rada, which is a 2-mana 3/1 that can get rid of blockers, and then we can domain its ability. In this case, we can do it for 4 mana to give it a pump to a 5/3. And then a couple other cards I want to try out. Quirion Beastcaller, 2-mana 2/2. Whenever you cast a creature spell, it gets bigger. Then when it dies, you get to redistribute the 1/1 counters to other creatures, or to another creature. We have Yavimaya Iconoclast, yeah. 2-mana 3/2 Trample that you can kick for 3 mana to make it a 4/3 with haste until the end of turn. Then we got Storm Seekers for haste. We got a copy of Squee for all the graveyard shenanigans, like discard, just mass removal. Some copies of Cemetery Prowler to eat at the opponent's graveyards. And then I wasn't sure which of the 4-drops I'm going to like. So I got Raiju. So Raiju plays well with this modified theme. Like this gets counters, this gets counters, this gets counters. So there's kind of that. There's the Uvenwald Oddity, which is just naturally bigger. And it has Trample, so you get the evasive, and then you have Halana and Alana, which pumps up your team, but doesn't have haste the turn it comes down. So there's kind of good and bad in both cases. With the Gruul mana base, we get access to a Pain land, and then we pretty much have just the cycle lands. No creature lands feels kind of bad, but we'll give this a shot, see how it plays out, and we'll play this in a standard event. You can see with my untap profile, what decks were working, what weren't, so I'll paste that in the link. If you never used Untap, tracks your win rates, stuff like that. Free to use that functionality, so you can check it out in the link in my video description. Let's go with Gruul Smash. Played a bunch of different decks. The Orzhov deck's very good. Was able to get 7 wins with that one. I'm sitting at 56 Mythic right now. Came in at 37. Decayed to about 80-ish, and then won a game back up to 55. This hand looks good. Would like a land, but turn 2, 3/3. That gets bigger with creatures. Sounds good. Again, just asking for a land. Land. So Squee and the Beastcaller play together really nicely. Just a land. Just a land. Circle of Confinement. I think I'm just going to start snowballing here. It represents the same damage, but over turns it gives me multiple creatures. Because here, if they have like another removal spell, notably, we don't have the other source of green right now. So we're going to take the block. We're 3 points of damage short. Could have the Wandering Emperor here. Just another circle. I'm just going to spread the damage around here. No sense putting it here. We just need to deal 4 damage in any case, so if they kill one of the things, it's fine. mana was a little awkward that game, so that's something we're going to want to look for. There's that Thran Portal that comes into play untapped for the first 2 turns, but then is a Pain land. It's another land we're going to want to see. I generally like my lands to come into play untapped in these types of decks. I'll lead with that. 2, 3, 4. Okay, dodging cut down there is nice. We'll probably kill whatever their turn 2 creature is. Go Liliana.
I'll have this fight finished before brunch.
Minus.
Off you go.
Appreciate if we could stop drawing lands. Think we need to do this.
Knew this was a waste of time.
Getting this going a turn earlier lets us go bigger, but them getting just the double, and this is the problem with these types of decks. They're just 1-for-1ing us. We weren't able to spam, and we literally have drawn nothing but lines this game. You're not going to win games like that. When you go... We have to put 8 damage also into those Lilianas. Yeah, we're basically dead here. This can get cut down. So I haven't really liked Stormseeker and like the mono red either. The fact it could get cut down, so 1 mana spell kills your 3-drop, feels really bad. And then we're at this point of the game where we flooded out pretty bad. Now they're just going to be able to gain life. I'm actually just going to Visage you this. I think keeping them off the life gain is important. If we don't draw like a creature this turn, I do this and then they follow it up with a Bank Buster, which sucks. And then the problem is this is going to be able to stonewall most of my deck if they have any creature. They've also drawn 8 lands, but they drew 2 extra cards. Jeez. Whatever, we're not dead that turn. The mono black deck's the most popular deck right now. So because we can't spam the board, the haste stuff is good. I don't think we're going to want Halana and Alana. Instead, I think I want more squeeze. And possibly... yeah, just go up like 1 squee, 1 Raiju. Let's try this out. So we can go haste the following turn. I think I'm going to get Beast Caller going. I'd like to hit another land, so then I can double spell next turn. This flipping also triggers the Beast Caller, which is nice. Come on.
This is my home, and I don't appreciate it when people touch my things.
So they might not attack here.
Personal space.
I think we're going to do this. Let them trade. This will let them exile. And I think I'm just going to do this. That gets rid of Liliana.
Sorry,
I wanted to exile that so they couldn't use the Blood Tithe as a creature. How many lands? 24 lands should be enough. Like, this is a pretty decent hand. Okay, so they're doing that. So we're gonna go Beast Caller again. They could Infernal Grasp this. They're gonna take 3 damage to do so. So we're hoping that their mana base
Happy to help, but I'm taking the credit when we win. Off you go.
finally. We'll have the Goblin attack here.
Fine. I'll
Pretty
take
good
my zombies
spot
and
we're
leave.
in. Give me 1 sec. Gonna go Halana here. Opponent's mana base is hurting them quite a bit. Went with that because this can haste out of nowhere. Yeah, opponent's dead. Alright, that was a game of whose mana base was worse. Us just being the aggressor. Worked out pretty well. Again, that game, I think the haste creatures would have been better. They had a Voltage Surge. Halana and Alana being another creature that gets hit by Cut Down is also notable. Every game thus far, except the first, has been against the black base deck. Tenacious D. I think we're just gonna do this. I think I want to get this out of cut down range. We get hit pretty hard by Meat Hook here, but I can't play around Meat Hook just the way my hand's composed. So I can Rada a whole bunch of damage. And if they don't have an answer to Rada, which they might not. Cut down doesn't do it. Rada! If we can get through the Shieldra, that would be pretty impressive. Got him! We could have done the line where we attack in and we lightning strike it to trade, but I think the way we win that is just trying to push through as much damage as possible in that turn. when our opponent doesn't go 12 removal spells in a row. Kumano hitting like the Planeswalker as well is nice because both Wandering Emperor and Liliana go down to 1 post-turn. We normally will want to cast it earlier, but even it being a later draw is not completely useless. Opponent goes first. Let's try this out. I could hit their 2-drop here with Lightning Strike, hopefully. See what they play out here. It's probably gonna have to be Rada because I need this to block. Mono red on the play is gonna be a bit scary. Probably still gonna do this. $14. They would need 2 removal spells. Yeah, I think I need to do this turn. Because I could Halana and Alana it, so we're probably just taking the damage this turn. But we want them to not have his Araiju here. So they'll have Play with Fire. So I'm just gonna block here. And then what I'm gonna do is exile this, which makes my Lightning Strike cheaper. Chandra Dress to Kill is a bit scary.
Don't think a fancy dress means I didn't come here to fight. You're lucky this is a warning shot.
So they're gonna go put it on the Rada here. Oh, interesting. So we're just gonna kill Rada. So we'll do this. So I need to take Chandra off the battlefield. Six damage coming through. 4. I can do it on the Squee as well. I think we're just doing this turn. And then Rada next turn can get rid of a blocker. I just wanted this dead. Having a 7/8's impactful here. This is what I found with mono red. You could get some good early turns, but then you would kind of fall behind. So first strike, deal you. Cemetery Prowler, offense, defense. So Halana did win us that game. when opponent doesn't go multiple lilies and multiple invoke despairs, our deck could kind of stand a chance. Yeah, hand seems fine. Because we're a little heavy on lands, I'm actually going to lead with this. I'll take a point of damage. Just in case we flood, I want to have Sokuzan. The nice thing here is this will get around cut down. Being a 4/2. I think we decline here. They're gonna take that trade, which is fine because now I can Uvenwald and Rada next turn. Hostile, hostile. Stormseeker's also nice. Nothing to exile here. A little bit of contention here. That's fine. That keeps Stormseeker alive. So I could play out my land. I could play out this. Defiler gives menace. Like this, if they want to take 8, they can. Gonna hold the land.
Under my watch, vampire.
Lightning strike.
You fight for me now.
Get him that way. All right. Is this the deck to beat up on mono black? We've already come out ahead. The games go quick. Is that all it took? Just Gruul smashy smash? I'm actually curious if every single match thus far, I feel like it's been all block based decks. We have played, oh no, one mono red, mono white, and then 4 black X decks. A bit slower of a hand, so this hand's a lot more susceptible to Liliana the Veil. Might have to attack and hit here. So they can go curtains here. Let them decide what they want to get rid of. It's going to be one of our 4-drops. Opponent wants to race. And they're at 5-7. So we can get them next turn, potentially.
Enough with the mysteries. I've come for answers. I've always hated crowds.
Oh, another curtains is nice for them. It's gonna be my... So they have 8 here. That goes to 4. So I have 9. So we're a bit short. We do need to hit Liliana here.
Oh, that's my
The second
candelier.
curtains was really bad for us. They have another Liliana here, it sucks. Invoke Despair sucks. Bit of the issue now we're gonna run into. These curtains have done a good job. I basically just have to push enough damage through that, like another lightning strike or squee. Virus beetle. Yeah, now we're dead. This is a weird configuration with the beetles. The curtains was good. Yeah, we're dead. The problem is Trespasser is going to be able to just start going at us. We just don't have enough ways to deal that last little bit of damage. They're going to go back up to 6, and then they're just going to keep building their board. We had to push the damage. Could have Sokuzand, but I don't think that was right. Generous Visitage. We're on the hasty Yavimaya plan. Double Visitor. Easy, no block here. Kick it. Get out my way. Kick it again. nasty. Oh, they're trying to race me. This is actually interesting. So I could give the boost here. But I probably have to take Kami off the board. Could just do this. Land would have been decent. Could have killed and played another threat. Problem is that's just going to get bigger next turn. Hit him for 9. They clock me on the backside. My thought here is I can use this to pump Rada next turn. To 5 power potentially. They're going to want to cast a creature next turn for the Kumano. And depending on how low they go, I can have this Lightning Strike hit face. Probably one of the best curves this deck could have. Okay, so they're dead on upkeep unless they kill me this turn. Can you kill me? Yeah, just Lightning Strike. Let's go. In the tank. Not enough. Not enough. To the face is the place. Kami's Flare is actually pretty scary. The fact it can deal like both ways, deals with the creature and hits us. Painful mana base. Ouch! Alright, so we lost. Gonna have to go Prowler here. I think we're just going face. The land here. This is likely the Jun Windgrace deck. This is the problem. They always have Lily on curve.
Off you go.
If they have another Lily, it's painful.
No fun when they hit back.
But even at this point, I don't think I can attack through Shieldred or Windgrace. Jesus. They always have like 3 or 4 in a row.
You're telling me what? Haven't you ever heard of personal space?
And at this point, like, I'm out of resources. They're still at 18, have 5 cards in hand. Their line back, and now I can't really do anything. This deck's just not good enough, like in these matchups. Can't win at this point. They're at 20. They don't even need to block with Windgrace. They're going to gain a life from it each turn with the land. So we got 6 wins with it. Like, the deck has some ammunition. I don't think it's solved in terms of the black matchup yet. The Stormseekers were very average. And I do think we want to be lower to the ground. So I'd say cut these, go up another Squee, go up another Cemetery Prowler. And honestly, it's probably just more 1-drops. Or maybe I'd cut that, go up 1 more of each of these. 1 of these, and probably just the Radas. Chick could be good as well. And the fact that this has flying gets around a lot of the small blockers, so that could be reasonable. It's another way that we have just things out of the graveyard. It's something decent to play around Liliana for the minus, so it's probably this. So I'd probably go, yeah, up 1 of these, up 2 of these, and kind of go from there. So I'll edit the version, and then I'll paste both versions of the deck. But let's claim our prize. Where's standard event? 6 wins, still decent. Alright, so let me know what you think. Thanks for watching, everyone. Hope you have a great one. I'll paste both of the deck lists in the video description so you can use the new imported one. Thanks for watching. Hope you have a great one, and stay safe out there.